for being here today. We have some fun and light questions for you. So our very first question is, what is your favorite sandwich?
Ooh, well, thank you, Nora, for starting me off with a tough one. I think my favorite has to be kind of a classic, the BLT, the bacon, lettuce, tomato. And if it's done right on that toasted bread, I think that's my fave.
I think that's my favorite one too. So excellent choice. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Whew. I grew up with lots of kind of building toys, Legos and constructs and Lincoln Logs and all those kind of things. So I think at an early age, I really wanted to be a civil engineer and, build buildings and bridges. And so didn't quite do that work. I think I build different things. But I think, if I look back, it definitely was a civil engineer when I was a kid.
Nice. What's one source of information that you check every day?
I check the New York Times quite often. So I think that's something I read daily, and more in the impact kind of investing and social impact space. I read updates from Impact Alpha, which is a great organization that covers kind of breaking news and insights in the impact investing space. So those would be two.
Excellent. All right. So this is my favorite question. Cats or dogs?
Definitely dogs. So I'm a proud dog owner. And so I'm team dog.
Okay. All right. We'll allow it. I'm team cat, but it's okay.
It's okay. There's room for both. They go together well.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Oh, that's a tough one. Passionate, I guess, would be probably one that comes to mind. Impatient. That could be a good and bad, I guess. And I think the third would be curious.
What's your favorite thing to do in Atlanta?
Boy, yeah, I've been here for many years, so gotta kind of think about what would be some of the favorite things. I think kind of hidden gem is the Lullwater Park here at Emory. To be honest, it was something that I didn't discover until recent years, the beautiful trails and the President's House. So I think that's one of my favorite places and spaces. And, just broadly, neighborhoods and the festivals that all the different neighborhoods have is really, a favorite activity of mine. Hopefully we'll get back to more of those, summer festivals and spring festivals and things at Piedmont Park and within our neighborhoods. But those are some of the things that I enjoy doing most here.
Nice. What's the best advice anyone's ever given to you, or the best recent advice you've been given?
I think, I go back like long into my career. I think my first job that I ever had out of college, my mentor and boss told me, in a very kind of serious thing on the first few days, that remember, that you're not in a race against anybody, that, your pathway and your definition of success will always be different than somebody else, and theirs will be different from yours. So I think that's been really, really helpful advice, particularly as your career progresses, as you look at different opportunities and different pathways, things that might, appear as a setback or a slowdown might actually be really important to your growth. And so I think that perspective and words of advice from someone that had that perspective that I didn't have coming in was really, really valuable. So I think those were the words that kind of stick with me. And I leverage similar advice to some of the students and next generation leaders that, are coming behind me.
That's a really good one. And your last question, a little bit lighter. If you could have a superpower, what would you choose?
Superpower. I think time travel. I've always been fascinated with history. And so I think just being able to see and experience, history firsthand, but also, would there be opportunities to make the world a better place by maybe shaping, decisions and actions in the past could be a really powerful superpower for, building the world we want to see.
Nice. I really like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now you know Brian a little bit better.